How to spot a monkey brancher before it's too late. The fact that you're watching this video right now means that it's already too late because you wouldn't even know the term monkey branching if your ex weren't cheating on you and move on with this other person. You probably discovered this term right after it happened. You searched for cheating and all that stuff, rebound relationships, and all of a sudden you saw monkey branching. And now, here we are. In today's session, I want to help you to notice 9 signs that monkey brancher gives before they monkey branch, and also how to spot them while you're dating so you can avoid this type of people. I know that you don't want to be in this kind of relationship again. You don't want this to end like this again. You want a healthy relationship. And these people are not healthy. You probably overlooked many of the red flags and signs because you just didn't know and you were infatuated. But like I said in today's session, I'm going to help you with 9 signs, how to see them, how to spot them correctly, and also what to do in order for you to be able to see them. I'm Coach Goldman, your relationship and breakup coach. Coming up with number 1, history of overlapping relationships. Monkey branchers, they are lining up a person before they leave another person. This is how they monkey branch. It's from one branch to another, and once the new branch is fully secure, this is when they will let go of the other one. And they say things like, oh, my last relationship just ended, but honestly I had already checked out and was talking to someone else. They will tell you this. If you ask them, how long did your relationship ended? They can say a few weeks, which is a huge red flag. They say, nah, I checked out already. The relationship was over, and it's all good. Like I'm not even thinking about my ex anymore. Do you really want to date someone? Let's say they're not monkey branchers. Just for example, do you really want to date someone that thinks so little about their romantic relationship, past romantic relationship, and just move on like that? That shows emotional immaturity and emotional unavailability. So pay attention to the little things. Now you see more. And after you've been monkey branched, the beautiful thing about it that your senses are heightened now. They are heightened. You see things that you've never seen before. And I want you to trust people fully and wholeheartedly because now you have heightened senses. I would say even a sixth sense, a new sense for bullshit. Trust it, trust your intuition, and probably you already knew with your ex, but you just didn't trust your intuition. And I want you to trust your intuition all the time. Your intuition is always, always right. Whether you're female or a male, it doesn't matter. Females have they're much more intuitive than men, but also for you guys, trust your intuition. You must trust your intuition. And your intuition, I believe that this is how God speaks to us. He told you to let go of this person. And sometimes when you don't listen to the voice of within your intuition, the authentic voice of God, what happens? He will make the person do horrible things to you. So you have to let go. You must let go. And this is why this person cheated, monkey branched on you, because God knew, God heard and saw things you didn't. He saw it. And he wanted to remove you from this person because he knew that this person is not good for you. You knew it too, but you just didn't have the guts, the balls, the courage to actually pull the trigger and leave. Also, I want you to put in the comments below and be honest with me. Did you want to break up with a monkey brancher? Did you have a time when you wanted to break up with them? Let me know in the comments below. And I know you wanted to break up with them. For a fact, everybody that I coach, they always tell me I wanted to break up with them, but I didn't. I wanted to see the good in them and I wanted to stay and I wanted to repair that and I wanted to work on it. You can't work with someone that doesn't want to do the work. It's impossible to fight alone. For a relationship to succeed, you need 2 people that are dedicated and committed to the relationship. Once one person is not, it destroys everything. 2 people create relationship and 1 can destroy it. Number 2 here, they move fast, too fast and too soon. You will see if you're in a relationship with someone who is monkey brancher, serial monkey brancher, they're rushing intimacy, commitment, or future talk that it's too early and is wait and this is their way to secure the branch before they feel safe to let go of the old one. So they will try to kind of rush into things, and intimacy is the first thing that they will do. And I also tell you, and I always tell you, you have to wait until marriage. I know that in today's society, the 21st century, people don't want to wait until marriage. But trust me when I tell you, I've been doing this for a long time. The only way to have a healthy relationship is wait until marriage. And I made a video about wait until marriage. Go ahead and watch it and you will understand. I know that you don't want to wait until marriage, but it will fix all of the relationship problems. It shows that the person is serious. It shows that they want actual connection and not just lust, because every relationship that builds on lust will be lost. If it's lust, it will be lost. And there's just so many things. I'm talking about divine union, godly marriage. Oh, this is just beautiful. This is beautiful, and you have to do it. And me and my wife, we wait until marriage. This is, and it's hard, but when you have God in the center of your marriage, in the center of your relationship before it becomes marriage, the foundation is so strong. It's the best foundation ever. And also, it's an antidote for cheating. A person who waited until married to be married to you, they will never cheat. Never cheat. Never. That's the thing. You're afraid of cheating so much. This is how you qualify a person, your person, and this is how they qualify you as well. Like I said, if the relationship is built, the connection is built on lust, it will be lost. The foundation got to be way more than that. So this is just about rushing intimacy. You don't need to rush intimacy at all. Get to know the person. Take the time. And if you ask yourself, yeah, but waiting until marriage, if I wait until marriage, how do I know that we're compatible in bed? Listen, with time, the the intimacy fades, but what will stay is the foundation. If you have good foundation, the physical intimacy will stay. If the physical intimacy comes before the spiritual, intellectual, and emotional intimacy, this will not stay. This is why in marriage you see people stop having physical intimacy, because this is how it started. But when the connection is there, she is and he's your best friend, it will stay, I would say, forever. Because you don't get bored with when you have this strong connection. This is why people, they masturbate. They don't get bored with that. Why? It's the connection with self. And never do that, by the way. Never masturbate or do any such thing. I'm just giving it as an example. I'm giving it as an example that you don't get bored. Why? Why don't you get bored? Ask yourself, there's deeper questions to be asked when it comes to our physical release. It's so deep and I researched it so much. This is why I made a video for you guys to watch about waiting until marriage. Why? And for the men, why you never masturbate. You wait. It's a matter of discipline, but I'm digressing and I want to keep this video for on topic. Next, after 2 or 3 dates, monkey branchers, they are already calling you the one or suggesting trips and moving in together. So pay attention. Number 3, constant attention seeking. They thrive on validation from multiple people, to keep their options open. You will see that they're posting flirty photos, responding to DMs late at night. Keep friendly exes very close, or have close opposite sex friendships, and they are not willing to let them go for the relationship. If they're friends with their ex, that's probably the branch that they're trying to let go before they go to you. Don't allow that. And what's going to happen is, if they're not willing to let go of relationships, that's it. And I am of the belief that there is no such thing as privacy in a relationship. There is no such thing as privacy. Your phone is my phone. I can see everything, you can see everything. People say, oh, it's controlling. No, it's not controlling. If you've got nothing to hide, it's not controlling. If you have something to hide, maybe. So check yourself. And being friends with the opposite sex, why? What's the reason? Just give me a good reason. What's the reason? Men always have an agenda. I can tell you that. They always have an agenda. That's it. So a man don't really have an agenda to be a good friends with you if he doesn't want something from you. And you shouldn't have friends from the opposite sex. If it's work, things like that, yeah, that's all right. But friendships, meaning you call them when you need an advice or something, that's not appropriate. In a divine union, the men have male friends, the women have female friends. And if there is married couples, yeah, that can be okay. But if you want to talk to let's say, if I want to talk to my friend's wife, I will talk with her through him, even in a group chat, because everything I say to her, he needs to see, and everything she said to me, he needs to see, because it's innocent. But direct communication with her, it just feels off. It feels off, and you need to have, this is divine, this is godly union. This is godly union. This is why I'm talking to you about this stuff, and these things you must know for your future relationships. You must know how to operate them correctly. If you don't operate them correctly and you're just dating and fucking around, well, you're gonna get hurt again. And this is not what I want from you for you, and this is not what you want for yourself. By the way, if you need help, just feel free to click in the link in the description below. Book a one-on-one call with me, and I can guide you towards a divine union, first of all, with you and Jesus and God, and then you can have a good, great, amazing, divine relationship. Other than that, sometimes people want to talk to me just for pickup advice and all that stuff. I used to do that because I didn't know. I didn't know better, but now I know that a relationship, a divine union, needs to have God in the middle, and it's not about playing games or fucking around. Next, number 4, poor closure, relationship closure. Instead of truly healing, they bounce from a person to person. They tell you that they never really got closure from their ex, but it's fine. I'm over it. Yet their breakup was only a few weeks ago. Pay attention when someone tells you, I broke up with my partner, or they broke up with me. Usually people don't say they broke up with me. Anyways, they would say, I broke up with my partner just a few weeks ago, but it was already over. It wasn't already over. Maybe it was already over, but emotionally, it takes time to heal. You don't just move from one person to the next without drawing conclusions, because if you don't draw conclusions and do the work on yourself, you will end up hurting the next person. And this is why I also offer you to get the Rise of the Phoenix, my online healing coaching program, to help you to digest the breakup. You don't just go and move on. You digest the breakup, because your mind and your heart are out of sync right now. You need to make them in sync. Once you get them in sync on the same frequency, you feel better. You go back to eat, sleep, and do all the things and operate like a normal human being again. It's important. Number 5 is secretive with their phone and social media. Like I said, monkey brancher needs to juggle multiple branches, so they guard the communication very closely. This is why I'm telling you, in a relationship, even if you're dating, especially when you're dating, if you're serious with this person, if they put their phone down, or when they think about who is texting, or having just lots of friends that they want to introduce you to, pay attention to these things. If somebody is secretive with their phone, they got something to hide. They have something to hide. That's just what it is. Even if I will be with my friends, my phone is open. Like, I don't care. I have nothing to hide on my phone. It's for my business, and yeah, of course, also personal life, but I don't keep anything on my phone that is bad. And I don't talk to people I shouldn't talk to. So what do I have to hide? And when you wait until marriage, also, you will not have promiscuous photos on your phone. You don't need to worry that your girl will send you something they might see, or anybody. You keep it pure, and the purity that you will experience in your life is divine. There is no fear. You don't even need to put how do you call it? Passcode on your phone. Of course we do, but you understand what I'm saying. One more thing, when you're in the divine union, there is peace. When you're dating someone that is godly center, there is peace. And I'm telling you this because I want you to become that. When you are a godly person, you will attract an equal. If you still attract this kind of people, you need to check yourself. You got some work to do. I'm here to help you with this work, but you got some work to do. Here, I'm just wanting to give you some warning signs. Number 6 is they cannot handle being single. They're terrified of being single, being alone. So they always line up, they always have a lot of commotion around them. This type of people where they're always busy with other people, they're very dangerous because they cannot sit with themselves. One of the best relationship skills that it's very, I would say, underrated relationship skills is the ability to be alone without being lonely. Spend a week alone, just you and yourself. People cannot be alone today. People cannot even be in the gym without their headphones or without texting or playing or doing something with their phone. They can't. And this is an underrated skill that I think everybody should have. So practice on alone time without doing nothing. We're doing nothing. Now I'm starting doing once a month dry fast of 24 hours with nothing. This is a dopamine reset as well. I used to do it, but now I will go back and do it again. And I was just dry fasting, doing nothing, nothing. You can't do anything. You don't even speak. I don't even speak. I can only read or write. Other than that, you cannot do anything. You cannot touch your phone or social media, nothing. And trust me, one day nothing will happen to you. So give it a shot and see how it works for you. It's a dopamine reset. You realize that you don't need your phone anymore all the time. And it gives you just silence, peace. And I took it from the Jewish religion. I am Jewish, was born Jewish. And we have Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur is the atonement day, 20, exactly 26 hours dry fast, where you just do nothing. It's just you and the Lord. And it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. When you crucify your flesh, you get so much closer to the Lord. And it's just beautiful. Give it a shot. Number 7, inconsistent stories about their past. Their timelines or reasons for the breakup often don't match up. Pay attention. A sign that they're rewriting history to hide overlap. They first say that the last relationship ended 6 months ago, but then later they sleep and say 3 months ago. You will notice inconsistencies. When you notice a person that is inconsistent with what they say, don't trust them. Don't trust them because it means they're lying. They're lying. Sometimes people will say, yeah, but everybody lies. Yeah, everybody lies. But pay attention who lies to you and why they lie to you. What's the reason for the lie? And if you catch them lying, tell them, what did you lie? What did you lie? What did you say 6 months and now 3 months? What are you hiding here? And then see if they will actually tell you the truth. And if they cannot, they just don't have this ability and you don't want them anyways. Number 8, lack of accountability. Monkey brain shares rarely, and I would say never, not rarely, take ownership of failed relationship. They blame their ex. This is very narcissistic behavior. They just blame shift and say, oh no, it's my ex. They're crazy. My ex is crazy. We all heard that. My ex is crazy, jealous, insecure. And every single time, never once mentioning what they could have done better. Ask them why most of their relationships failed. Also, if they pass the car accident test. Now, the car accident test, this is a cool test. I took it from, I learned NLP, and I have actually an NLP certificate. I'm a practitioner, so I remember in the class they said the car accident test to check if someone takes accountability and responsibility for their actions. Goes like this. You'll be surprised. Ask them if they were ever involved in a car accident when they were the driver. Everybody that had driver license had some kind of, not maybe a car accident, but even just a bump, how do you call it? Forgot, but maybe they hit something or even in the parking lot. Just tell them, did you have anything with your car, maybe you hit someone, you hit something, or you were involved in a car accident, they will say yes. Everybody that have a car and license, yeah. Now, if look at what they say. If they say, and then ask them, who follows that? Like what happened there? And you will see by their story, they'll say, oh, I was a car involved in a car accident, but the other driver just didn't pay attention. Or I hit a bumper or a sidewalk because I just had so much in my mind. Of course it happened. When a person says that, you see that they don't take responsibility and accountability. But you will see a person who takes responsibility and accountability will say, that was my fault. Like, that was my fault. I didn't pay attention. That was my fault. I didn't see it. That's it. I mean, that's pretty much it. Now, that's going to be very revealing to you. You don't need to break up over it, but just pay attention and try to squeeze in some more information on how they could have couldn't be better, and refer them to maybe that was your responsibility. Maybe you needed to pay more attention and see how they deal with it. That's just one thing. Number 9, last but not least, you feel rushed or an uneasy. Your intuition, just warning you, always trust your intuition. I'm telling you, always. Sometimes you feel off, like you're being positioned instead of chosen. Okay? And sorry. Yeah, so pay attention. I know I said it a lot of times in this video. Deep down, you notice that they're more interested in filling a role than truly knowing you. They try to get you to commit because they need something from you. This is where people go into a relationship because they need and not because they want. And if you come into a relationship because of a need and not because of a want, you are needy and insecure. And a needy relationship, it starts like that. It develops a codependent bond, which turns toxic with time. In the closing note, if you notice 2 or 3 of these signs, you're likely dealing with a monkey brancher. Protect your heart, set boundaries, and remember, a healthy partner does not need backup plan. You're the one and only. They choose you because they're ready, not because they're afraid to be alone. And I know that in the men's sphere, people tell you, oh, keep your options open. That pains me so much. The dating culture today is so screwed, and I want to help. I must help to fix it. When you're dating, date one person. And I know, again, in the men's sphere, they always tell you date multiple people, have options, don't, especially, of course, for men, don't show her that she's the only one, make her feel that she's about to miss, like FOMO, fear of missing out. If you need to play this game, you're dealing with an immature person. This is why when you are waiting till marriage and you are completely don't think about the physical intimacy at the beginning, it removes so much stuff. And that will be a part of the solution. So when people tell you you need to have a lot of options never give you the opportunity to focus on this person and truly give them a shot. You want them to give you a shot? Why don't you? If you have a lot of different options, you're not fully in, so you will never know if this person is for you or not. If you're distracted with lust, with vices, drinking and smoking and all these kind of sins and pornography, you can't build a healthy relationship like that. If you drink or smoke, you're numbing yourself. You're already just completely like half the person you can be. And then if you watch pornography, you're lustful. You try to get to this person just because you want something from them. That's completely screwed. And you see how these things contribute to a toxicity in a relationship and a problem in the dating culture. So if you want to be a part of the solution, you will need to work on yourself. And that's not an easy thing to do, but what is the alternative? To keep perpetuating the same cycles? What? Just jumping from one person to the next, taking a risk of getting STDs or things like that? You need to find God. You need to find Jesus. You need to center yourself. in the God's laws. When you center yourself in God's laws, you will find a person that center themselves in God's laws. And when you find a person that loves God more than they love you, this is where you can truly create a divine union with both of you. Love God, Jesus, more than you love yourselves. And then the love that you have for Him pours into both of you. And you always look up to the Lord in your relationship, which makes the relationship a divine union. And let me tell you, this will be the best relationship and the healthiest relationship ever. Other than that, I tried so many different things and I work with so many people that I see that if this is not a divine union, meaning you have God and a divine entity in your relationship, you will always seek some idols and you will seek different kind of solutions. From my experience, nothing worked until I found God, until I found Jesus, until I followed God's rules for life and for a relationship. And this is what it is, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and you realized just a thing or two about divine union and about monkey branching. I know that we started the conversation about what was the topic? How to spot a monkey brancher. But you spot a monkey brancher when you are in one with God and you follow the rules. You will not be tempted and you will not be fooled. I love you guys. God bless you in Jesus' name. And I will see you again in the next one. Stay blessed.